Hello students, welcome to AIMS online classes. This is a chemistry session. Here we are discussing about matter chapter. In this session, we are going to see practice sheet related to this chapter. In the earlier session, we have seen one practice sheet which contains all single correct answer type questions. Now we are going to see practice sheet 2 related to the topic matter. So in this practice sheet, we are going to see different kinds of questioning like multi-correct answer type, comprehension paragraph type, and even matrix matching type, accession region, statement type, different kinds of questions which it comes under level 2 questions we are going to see now here. Okay, let us see first multi-correct answer type questions. The first question: the whole universe is composed of dash and dash. Yes, we can say this whole universe is composed of only two things here. They are matter and energy. Everything and anything which is around you and which is having some mass and occupying some space and can be pursued by our senses will come under matter. And the other thing is energy. So in this whole universe only two things are there. One is matter and the other one is energy. So energy in the sense it might be in the different forms again: light, heat, sound, electricity, magnetism. These all will come under different types of energies. So in chemistry, we study about matter, its composition, and its chemical properties, its reactions. About these all we study in chemistry about matter. By coming to energy, about energy we discuss in physics. Now only these two are existing in this universe. One more is a third one that we say as vacuum or nothing. So this whole universe we can say as it is composed of two things. They are matter and energy. Okay. The soil, water, this all will come under matter itself. Next question. Choose the correct statements from the given. See the first one. Gases can be compressed. Can we compress gases? Of course, gases can be compressed at very high extent. A large quantity of gas can be compressed into a small quantity. Second one, solids do not diffuse. Yes, it is also correct because in solids, molecules are already tightly packed. So they are having very high intermolecular force of attractions. Strong forces are there. So the particles they cannot move individually. That's why we say solids cannot diffuse. So next one, liquids have less rigidity. Of course, it is also correct. Solids are highly rigid. Gases do not have rigidity at all. But liquids, they're having rigidity, but not that much of as solids. They have less rigidity. Solids have least intermolecular space. Is it correct? Yes, it is also correct. Because in solids, molecules are very tightly and closely packed one to another. Then the distance between the adjacent molecules will be very less. That is nothing but intermolecular space is very less in case of solids. So what is correct answer now? All are correct statements only. A, B, C, D is correct answer. Next, what are the physical properties of physical classifications of matter? So we know matter is classified into different kinds based upon two categories. One is physical properties, another one is chemical properties. So based upon the physical properties, matter is classified into five types we have seen already: solids, liquids, gases, plasma, and Bose-Einstein condensate. And matter is also classified based upon the chemical composition also. So matter classified into elements and compounds based upon the chemical composition. Now here they're asking what are the physical classifications of matter? See, solids and the gases. No, elements won't come. Elements and compounds is a classification of matter based upon the chemical composition, not physical. Based upon the purity they are classified. So Based upon the physical classification, matter classified into solids, liquids, and gases. Out of these, solids and gases are given here. Those two will be correct answer. Next, every matter occupies dash and has dash. What are the properties of matter? Every matter occupies some space and it will be having some mass also. And even it can be perceived by our senses. Some matter can be seen, some can be smelled, some can be touched, some can be felt. So in this way, every matter has mass and every matter occupies some space. These are the basic properties of matter actually. So space and mass are correct here. Next one, which of the following are noble gases? Which gases are called noble gases? There are certain gases which do not participate in the chemical reactions and which do not combine themselves also. They won't combine with any other chemicals and even they won't combine themselves also. Such gases atoms are called noble gases. What are those? See here, hydrogen. Is it a noble gas? No. Helium or neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are called noble gases. So out of those, here two are given. See what are those two given? Helium and argon. These are noble gases. Whereas hydrogen and oxygen are not noble gases. They are reactive gases. Next, know what are the properties of metals? Yes, so there are certain properties for the metals. What are those? See here the properties given. Malleable. Are metals malleable? Yes, of course. Metals are malleable. What does it mean by malleable? Metals can be beaten into thin sheets. That property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. Metals are malleable. This is correct. Ductile. Yes, metals are ductile. Metals can be drawn into thin wires. The property by which metals can be drawn into thin wires is called ductility or ductile property. So it is also one of the properties of metals only. Bad conductors. Are metals bad conductors? No. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. So metals are good conductors, not bad conductors. What about density? Metals have high density because metals are hard solids, so they have high density. This is also correct. Now, which of these are properties of matters? A, B, and D. These three are correct answers. Next, in which of the following states matter can flow? Yes. In which states matter can flow? The state in which molecules are loosely packed. In that state, matter particles can be flown or matter can flow. In which state molecules are loosely packed? In gaseous state and in liquid state. In these two states, matter can flow. But in solid state, molecules are very tightly bound. So the solids cannot flow. Only liquids and gases can flow. In the two, liquids can flow only in one direction. That is from the higher altitudes to lower altitudes. Always. But gases can flow in all directions because they won't have any restrictions. There are no molecular attractions between the molecules. So they can move in any direction. Gases can flow in any direction, but liquids will flow from higher altitudes to lower altitudes. Anyhow, they can flow. So liquids and gases can flow. Next, which of the following substances are sublimable solids? What are sublimable solids? The substances which can convert directly from solid state to liquid gaseous state without coming into liquid state. Those substances are called sublimable substances, and that phenomenon is called sublimation. So here some examples are given like iodine, camphor, ammonium chloride, and even yes, these are the examples. Sodium won't come under sublimable substance. Sodium is not a sublimable substance. whereas the remaining three are sublimable substances. These will convert into gaseous state directly from solid state without coming into liquid state on heating. Again, on cooling, they will be converted back into directly solid state, that we say as a deposition. So these are the example for sublimable solids. Next, comprehension passage type questions. Let us see first the passage given. Interconversion of matter involves change of state of matter from one state to another state and back to its original state due to change in temperature and pressure. Yes, matter can be converted from one state to another state by changing conditions like temperature and pressure. Okay, based upon this, let us see questions. The constant temperature at which a gas changes into liquid state is called. What is the temperature called? First, let us see what is that change is called. The change of a gas into liquid. We know the conversion of gas into liquid is called condensation or liquefaction. Conversion of a gas into liquid is called condensation or liquefaction. Now, the temperature at which this process is happening or this process occurring is called condensation point or liquefaction point. Okay, the temperature at which a gas changes into liquid is called condensation point or liquefaction point. We may get one doubt here. What is a major difference between liquefaction and condensation? So condensation is a in both actually gas will be converting into liquid state. But in condensation, a gas which is formed from a liquid will be converting back into liquid state. But in the liquefaction proper process, a gas originally which is a gas will be converted into liquid state by compressing or by cooling it. Okay, so in the liquefaction process, the original gas will be converting into liquid state. But in the condensation process, the gas obtained or the vapor obtained from a liquid again converting back into liquid state. That's a major difference. Okay, for example, if you take water, if we can heat the water, it converts into water vapor. If we cool this water vapor, it converts back into liquid state. That conversion of water vapor into water is called condensation. There originally water at room temperature in the liquid state, but we are converting first that into vapor state. Already if it is converted into vapor state, those vapors were converting back into liquid state. That process is condensation. If you take any gas like oxygen or hydrogen, if we cool it at very high pressures, that converts into liquid state. That is called liquefaction. In both the cases, conversion of gas to liquid is happening. Okay, did you get the difference? Okay. Next, the change in state from liquid to solid is called liquid to solid. Conversion of a liquid into solid is called freezing or solidification. So here they have mentioned freezing. Freezing is correct answer. Next, melting point of ice is. What is a melting point? What does it mean melting point first? The temperature at which a solid substance starts converting into liquid state is called melting point. So we know ice starts converting into liquid state after coming to 0 degrees Celsius. So 0 degrees Celsius is a melting point of ice. Okay. Next, matrix matching type question. See here, try to match the column 1 with column 2. You have to note that here we may get more than one correct matching for something some here. So check them once. Ice. What is ice? What state of water it is? It is solid state of water. And we know it is formed when water is cold. So these two are correct matching for ice. See dew. Dew is a liquid form of water. And what about hails? Hails are solid form of water, and these are also formed when water is cooled. Water present in the rain when cooled suddenly, it converts into hailstones. Okay, steam is gaseous form of water. Okay, now try to match this. See the matching given here. Ice is solid form and formed when water is cooled. Dew, liquid form. Hails, solid form and formed when cooled. Water. Steam is a gaseous form of water. This is the correct matching. Observe once this matching. Okay. Next, integer type questions. How many states of matter does exist? Or how dash states of matter exist in the universe? How many states of matter are existing? We know solids, liquids, gases are the major states of matter which we see around us. And there are two more states of water total in the universe. They are plasma state as well as Bose-Einstein condensate (BAC). Totally there are five states of matter. Five states of matter are existing. Next, elements are classified into dash types. Yes, based upon the properties, total elements are classified into four types. They are metals, non-metals, metalloids, and noble gases. So in this way, elements are classified. How many elements are there? Total there are 118 elements discovered so far. So these all 118 elements are classified into four types: metals, non-metals, metalloids, and noble gases. Okay, next type. Analytical approach type questions. See the first one. Any material which has a definite volume but no definite shape is called. What is it called? Any material which is having definite volume but no shape. Generally, liquids will be having fixed volume. Their volume won't be changed, but their shape will be changed from container to container. They take the shape of the container in which they are preserved or stored. Okay, liquids have definite volume but no definite shape. Next, the decreasing order of densities of solids, liquids, and gases for a given mass of gas, for a given mass of matter. Okay, they're asking densities for which the density is greater, for which it is lower. They're asking to mention them in the decreasing order. Out of three states of matter, which state has higher density? We know it is solid. Which is having the lowest? Gas. So in between there should be liquid. Solids are having greatest and liquid gases are having lowest density. See where it is mentioned solids, liquids, and gases. Sorry, this is also wrong. First, solids are having higher densities, and then liquids, and at last, gases. Okay, this is correct. The D option is correct. Next, one more question. Which of the following is not an example of vaporization, or which of the following will not come under an application of vaporization process? See the statements given. Dry air gains water vapor as it moves over the ocean. Yes, it happens. When dry air moves over the ocean, the water present in the ocean converts into water vapor and it mixes with the air, the dry air. So that is correct. This statement is correct actually. This is because of vaporization only. Vaporization or evaporation. Because of evaporation or vaporization of water from oceans that mix with the dry air. That is correct. Next one, water droplets form on a mirror. Water droplets form on a mirror. Yes, it is correct. But this won't come under vaporization. Water droplets will be formed on the mirrors and mirrors of the vehicles if you see in the early mornings. That is because of condensation of water vapor, not because of evaporation. because of the condensation of water vapor present in the air, these droplets of water will be seen on the mirrors of the vehicles in the early winter mornings. That is called dew actually. So this is because of condensation of water vapor present in the atmospheric air, not because of vaporization. Okay, next one. Wet pavement dries after rain. Yes, when it rains, the pavements and footpaths becomes wet. But after certain time, that wetness will be dried. So this is because of evaporation or vaporization of that water. This is correct. Next one, bubbles form as water boils. Yes, when we boil water, we can see some bubbles obtaining inside that container. That is because of the vaporization or evaporation of water from the container. So this is also because of evaporation or vaporization. So only water droplets formation on the mirrors is not because of vaporization. It is because of condensation. Okay, that is the correct answer here. Next, when ice melts, its particles. What happens when ice melts to the particles? They come close together and lose energy? No. When ice melts, molecules or particles they gain energy and they move a little further. They won't come close. Okay, this is not correct. So the second one, they gain energy and begin to move. Yes, in the solid state ice form, molecules are closely packed. But when it is starts melting, molecules gain some energy and they start moving. That's why that convert into liquid and it flows. Okay, B is correct answer. Next, when a liquid is heated, its particles. So it is continuation to that. Actually, when a liquid is heated, what happens? The particles vibrate faster, that's true, slows down and form patterns, no, release energy to the surroundings, no. When a liquid is heated, they take energy. The particles will gain energy and they start vibrating faster. Okay, A is correct answer. Next question. A student poured an equal amount of water into 4 containers as shown below. What result does this experiment show? So a student has taken equal amounts of water into 4 different containers, say with different shapes. So what is the conclusion he can give from this experiment? See first one, water has definite volume. No, he did not measure the volume here from the picture. Water has no definite shape. Yes, if you observe in the first one, water has taken the shape of this conical flask. And the second one, water has taken the shape of the beaker. And in this, water has taken the shape of this measuring jar. The last one, water has taken the shape of this dish. So in this way, water has changed its shape according to the container. From this we can say water has no definite shape. This is correct answer, isn't it? Next, statement type questions. Solids cannot be compressed. This is due to compact arrangement of molecules. Yes, we cannot compress the solids. This is due to the compact arrangement of molecules. Compact arrangement means molecules are very close one to another. They're tightly packed. That is why we cannot compress them. So both are correct statements. What will be correct answer now? Yeah, first one. Okay, next one more question on the statement type. See the first statement. An element cannot be broken down into simpler substances by any physical or chemical means. Yes, it's correct. An element cannot be broken down into simpler substances. If it is broken, then it loses its identity. So element is the smallest part. Element cannot be broken down into simpler substances either by physical or chemical means. That is correct. So the next one. The substance containing particles of only one kind is called pure substance. Yes, it is true actually. It is also true. So pure substance which is containing only one kind of atoms is called or one kind of particles is called pure substance. It might be either an element or a compound. It will be containing only one kind of particles in it. So both the statements are true here also. We get it as A. Next, the intermolecular spaces are very small and so intermolecular force of attractions are negligible in gases. Of course, intermolecular forces are negligible in gases. This is correct. But at the starting, they have given one more. Intermolecular spaces are very small in case of gases. Is it true? No. Intermolecular spaces are very high in case of gases. Molecules are very far away from each other. Intermolecular spaces are much greater in case of gases. They have much distances between them. So, totally we can say this statement is incorrect. To the second statement, gases have a definite mass but no definite shape. Is it true? Gases also will be having definite mass. This is true. And they do not have fixed shape. This is also correct. So, second statement is true, first statement is wrong. Where is it? D. It is correct. Next, assessment type questions, let us see. See the first question here. Some sugar can be added to a glass full of water without causing an overflow. Is it correct? Yes, if you take a glass and you fill the glass with the water till the brim, then if you add a spoonful of sugar slowly, and then there we can observe that there will be no overflow of water from the glass. Yes, it is correct. Because liquids like water will be having some spaces between the molecules, because we know molecules in the liquids are loosely packed, so there are certain gaps between the molecules in the liquids like water. So when the sugar is dissolved into water, the sugar molecules will occupy the spaces between the water molecules. That is why they're not taking any extra space, so water won't be overflown from the glass. Okay, so this is a correct reason also. Liquids have spaces present between the molecules. So both are assertion reason, both are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation for A. Where is it now? A and R are true and R explains A. That's correct. So A is correct answer. This is about level 2 questions or practice sheet 2 based on matter chapter. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel Aims Today and visit our website www.aimstoday.in for latest updates and recorded videos.